Hello, what I want to do in this video is see if these little really cheap projectors from Amazon are actually any good. They are dead cheap and they could be great for storytelling in special education. Priced at between £5 and £15 sterling, these are really cheap. They also come with lots and lots of different discs. Varied packages, but I have to say, there's a lot in there. When you switch this on, the way you focus it is just by turning that little lens end there, and it works great. And as you can see, it's okay. Not mega bright, but nevertheless, we'll have a look at it in the dark. Now I've got a window dead ahead of me, so as you can see there, the image is not very bright. So in a bright classroom, this isn't going to be fantastic. It's just not bright enough. But in a dark space, a dark corner, or a sensory room, it could be a totally different story. This torch came with 5 different sets, so what I've done, I've just marked each bag with the category of wheels that you've got. Now, one thing I did notice with the one that I got was that the green torch was way brighter than the yellow one, and that was because the yellow one did actually arrive damaged. The LED was off center, but that's something I can fix a bit later on. To make the image go a little bit brighter, what I've done is just pulled half the curtains across. So I've still got a lot of daylight coming in, but you can see now, just darkening it down a little bit makes a big difference. Now with the curtains fully drawn, you can see the image is a lot brighter. So low powered little projectors like this are very, very good if you're in a dark space. Also, the smaller the image, the brighter it will be. So project onto a piece of paper, always project onto white, because otherwise the image will be really, really dull. This is a letters wheel that came with a little projector. This could be great if you're learning the alphabet, learning phonics, things like that. It could be a really, really fun way to present it. The wall, of course, is going to work fine, but again, you're going to need a light surface to project onto. So if your classroom is really bright, this isn't going to be the best thing for you. But if you can darken down a little corner, if you can get into a sensory tent, or better still, get into a sensory room, then it's going to be absolutely great. And look, you can even back project like that. If you're working with a child or a young adult who's got a visual impairment, back projecting can work a lot better because you are pointing the brightest point of light, which in this case isn't very bright at all, but you are pointing the brightest point of light straight at them, which really, really helps. Years ago, Flo Longhorn used to make shoebox stories. Well, here's one. Here's a little box story with my little handheld projector. Again, make up stories to go with the wheels, sensory stories. Project it into a little box like this. Make sure it's got a light inside so the light bounces off. It'll make it brighter. In a dark room, it'll be great. This could be wonderful just for visual stimulation or a really unique way to tell a story and learn about reading, books and visual stimulation. It's great. So if you're after a really cheap little projection system that's going to cost between £5 and £15, these are great. If you're after a big projection system, these are not a patch on that. But nevertheless, fraction of the price. So are they worth getting for special ed? Yeah, I think they are. For the money, they're great, but you're going to have to be in quite a dark space. But value for money? Great.